As a Canadian, you already have access to government pensions. So why do people also want them from their workplace? In Canada, there are two government pension programs for retirees: the Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security. The Canada Pension Plan was designed to help Canadians cover part of their living expenses when they retire. You can claim it as early as 60 and get it for the rest of your life. The monthly amount is determined by how much pensionable income you made working in Canada and how many years you worked. You see, as long as you're legally working in Canada and between 18 and 69 years old, you're required to contribute a percentage of every paycheck to CPP. That percentage changes, but as of now, you're required to contribute 11.9% of your income to the program if you make between $3,500 and $71,300 a year. For employees, that 11.9% gets split evenly between you and your employer. For those of you who are self-employed though, I'm sorry, but you're on the hook for the whole thing. Or maybe I shouldn't be sorry because it's going towards your pension. If your income is higher than $71,300, you have to pay an additional 4%, or 8% if you're self-employed, up to $81,200. That number is considered the maximum pensionable income. So if you're retiring now and contributed the max amount for 39 years, you would receive $1,433 a month. But according to the Government of Canada, the average person who starts getting CPP payments at age 65 takes home approximately $800 a month. Now you might be thinking, how do they expect me to live off of that? Well, they don't. CPP wasn't designed to cover all of your expenses. The program is only supposed to replace some of the income you made when working. Now let's talk about the other government pension, Old Age Security. Unlike CPP, whose payouts are based on how much you've contributed to the program, OAS is a benefit available to most Canadians who lived in the country for at least 10 years, regardless of how much they've made or how much they worked in their lifetime. You can apply to receive payments at 65 if you're making less than $142,610 a year in your retirement. The amount you get from OAS changes based on how old you are, how much taxable income you make after 65, and how long you've lived in Canada after the age of 18, with people who lived here for at least 40 years being eligible to the max amount. But as of filming this video, the most someone can receive is $728 a month up until the age of 74. After 75 though, it goes up to $800.44 a month. OAS recipients may also qualify for something called the Guaranteed Income Supplement, which is available to those with incomes below a certain threshold. The amount you receive depends on your income and marital status. Since it's specific to individuals, I'll just flag that this exists, but I've included a resource in the description with payment amounts based on different incomes. So assuming you're 65 years old, have lived in Canada for at least 40 years, and aren't receiving GIS, the monthly maximum you can expect is $2,161. But the average is more like $1,500. And don't forget that money is income, which means you have to pay taxes on it. I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem like a lot to live on. And that, my friends, is why workplace pensions are such a draw. With workplace pensions, your retirement earnings usually depend on how much you made in the organization, how long you worked there, and the type of program. Is it a defined benefit pension plan where you pay into a big pot and make a guaranteed monthly amount for the rest of your life when you retire? Or is it a defined contribution pension plan that mimics more of an individual savings account where there's a finite amount of money available to you when you retire? Each plan is different, but what's consistent is that both the employee and the employer pay into them, and it's just another pot of money that you can pull from. Now, not every employer offers this. As much as pensions are a benefit to the employee, they can be expensive for the employer, since they now have to pay into both their pension and CPP for every one of their employees. So as nice as workplace pensions are, they're not the easiest thing to find. And that's why it's so important to save for retirement while you can. We're talking RRSPs, TFSAs, investments. Make your money work for you while you squirrel it away. And the sooner you start, the more money your money makes. Like Cardi B says, you're making money moves. That way you're not panicking to find a job with a pension, or more importantly, you're not taking a job you absolutely hate for the pension. With a sound saving strategy, you can live your whole life on your own terms. I made this video to break down some of the things my friends and I are currently learning the hard way, so I hope this also helped you. If you have any other questions about things that you feel like you should know as an adult but don't, put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.